When I take on a client, one of the most important things I try to do right off the bat is do a valuation on the company. And this is before you even engage with a client. And the valuation is very important because it's not necessarily the number that it spits out, but it's the process you go through in putting it together. So for me, it's beginning to understand the client's books, the way they keep their books, what they spend, their expenses on, how they end up getting their income and their revenue, what their EBITDA is, what their EBITDA adjustments are. These are all really important to understand ahead of time, because also when I come back with a valuation range, because it's never going to be like this one particular number, like $10,328,000. It's never going to be that. There's a range that a company will probably, there's an 80% chance that it will sell for. And if a client is not comfortable with that, then it's good to know that right off the bat and to understand that, because I don't want to take a client to market where they're not comfortable with what the market is probably going to bear for their business. Now, just because I value something, I value a business as being, 10 to 11 or 10 to 12 million dollars, it doesn't necessarily mean that's what the number is. There's a lot of factors that go into this, like market timing, there's interest rates. I mean, there's all kinds of things that factor into it, and also market demand on the buy side. But the idea is that it's sort of a probable range for what the buyer will see for taking their company to market. The key to all this is to make sure that the client has an idea for how much they're probably going to get for their company when they go to market. And it's also a good idea for me, in order to go ahead and tailor the best market outreach possible, to have an idea how much the client's company is probably going to fetch. It's absolutely necessary in order to put together a good engagement to do that. Now, does that mean that if I value a company for $11 million, that it'll be $11 million on the dot? No. If you get a competitive auction, the price could easily go to 12.5, 13 million, 14 million. The importance of putting together a competitive auction or a competitive bidding environment for a business to create that competitive tension is so important in order to go ahead and extract the real value of the company for the seller. So valuations are important. They're kind of like the baseline and a benchmark to kind of work from. But from that